What's going on, everyone? In this video we are going to build this website from scratch. I know this website not looking fancy something, but if you watch my full course I will show you more 9 websites from scratch, and I will also give you the source code. So before diving in the main video, like before diving the coding, I have to tell you a little bit which type of tag will is in this in this website. And if you know already this thing like header, div and section, you already know this, that you can skip this. Just check my video description. I already give the timestamp. You can just click on the time that you just want to see, just jump on there. First we'll talk about like HTML. So if you see, first I put like header. So what is basically header? So if you see in a website, this basically in a header, this one is header. And if you go to bottom, it's called the black one, it's called footer. And if you see here the header in here, like in the menu bar, we can say it's nav menu as well, a nav. Here the other like division and section. What is division and what is the section? So we can say this one is totally in a section. And if you're going to in this, we can make, or we can say also this is also a section. And if you come in there, we can say this is every whole like this in a section. And if you come in here, and this is also in a section. But where is the div? So if you see completely here, like the web design, like this block or this box is in a div, and this one is also, we can say the div, and this one also in a div. Like the literally, this the purse, it's called the div. And here if you see UL tag, it's defined for undecorated, like bullet list, and li, that means is list. And if you see h1, h2, h3 like this, if you go to Google and type h1 space HTML, then go to here WTU school and just see this, just read this, then I hope you will get more idea. And if you click on here, this try it yourself, and you'll see the preview. So as you know, like this h1, this one, the bigger one, h2, h3, like this. And they also tell us that don't use the heading for make something bigger or bold. So it's for the heading only. Now let's come on the button at img. So button is like, this is the button, we can say this one is button, and img this one. But if you see the background image, it's not really the the img, it's also img, but it's called background image, but this called img. Now what is the form? If you scroll down our website, then you'll see on a whole form here, like this is the totally in a form. But if you see the name, like this one, this called level, and if you see here, like this one, this called input, like this one called input, and this called text area, and this is the button. So that's it in here, the form. And what is the p tag? P tag like the paragraph tag. So the paragraph is what is this, and where is it? Like if you hold the website, you see many times I use the paragraph tag. Alright, so now come back here, the CSS. So padding and margin, it's really important thing for understand CSS. What is padding, or when I will add the padding and when I will add the margin. So padding is like take places from all around. That means you just going to take space for everywhere, like the top, left side, right side, and bottom, everywhere. If you see in here in this grid, I take padding from everywhere. So, and if you see the margin is like you are taking a space from outside. You are take place from outside. So how it's that? Like if you see now in service, it's here the distance. So we take space from outside, and we put margin in here. That's why you get a space. But and here we use the padding. Okay, so if you don't understand still, then when it will do work, I hope you'll understand. And here's the color and background color. So background color, it's like now as you can see this color, like this black. And if you see that it's different color, it's also this color. But if you see here the button background color, this is called a background color. And now it's a width and height. So width and height, it's really simple thing. Just try to understand. So if you see here the left to right, it's totally in a width. But if you see top and bottom, then it's called height. So now if I tell you that what is the height, like in here if you see 1479, it's the called the width, and if you see 308, it's the height. I hope it makes sense now. And let's go to font size. So font size is like how much bigger you just want to make in your font. So if you see, I make like this bigger also. I use the font size here also. And if you go to here the grid, so grid, the CSS grid layout module offered to grid-based layout system with row and column, making it easier to design a web page without having use floats and positioning. So before, like CSS Frist before, we have to use float and positioning for making responsive, or making something like this, or here the menu bar, we are using this float and positioning. But now the CSS Frist have a grid itself, so that's why we don't have to take hassle. We can easily make the grid also. So if you don't understand about the grid, then let me know in comment, or if you don't understand Flexbox, let me know in comment. I will make another separate video for this, what is Flexbox and what is grid and how it's gonna work. So let me tell you a little bit now. The grid is like, it's make the page is 12, like into 12, divided into 12. So now as you can see 1 2 3 4 like this, and when you're just going to design it, we just calculate like 12. Now if you see in here, and if I tell you the grid now, the total we have 12. So if I divide it into 4 and 4, it's total 12. And if you come back again, then you'll see like I use also 2 2 2 2 like this. Sometimes we need this, and sometimes we use 6 and 6. Like if you see here that this one, then we can use like it's called 6 and this called 6. So it's basically in a grid. And what is the Flexbox? So it's also like flexible box layout module, make easier to design flexible responsive layout structure without using float and pointing. So now if you not understand what is the Flexbox and why you should use this, why you use this thing, let me tell you, like give you an example. Alright, so in this div I used Flexbox, and now before now use Flexbox, that's why it's looking like this. And now if I'm going to turn up the Flexbox, then now as you can see, it's not really looking like responsive and not looking good now, because we are not using Flexbox. But when you turn up the Flexbox, then you see, boom, it really looks great. I hope guys it's make a little bit sense. So if you not understand, just discontinue. I hope when I will do coding, I hope you will understand what is this. Alright, so now scroll down. Okay, so in here we have to install Visual Code Studio. So if you not understand, or if you don't know about Visual Code Studio, then let me tell you that Visual Code Studio is like a popular code editor. It's really popular now, and it's come from Microsoft, I think. Yeah. And to install this software, you have to search, then you have to go to here the first website, then you will see the download option. Just click on here the download button. If you're using Linux or Windows, whatever you're using, you can easily use this. Now in computer we have to create a folder. Just click mouse right button and hover new and create a folder and put a name and open the folder, and again click mouse right button and go to new and click on text document, and then press Ctrl A, then type index.html. Okay, so everything will be like lowercase, not like uppercase. Index.html, then enter. Alright, so now we are getting this. But if you're not finding out this option, then you have to just click on here the view and then turn on this option, file name extensions. Just turn on this, then I hope you will get this option. And we have to create another file. It's called index or style.css. That you want, ty style.css. And now you have to click on here the top bar. Just click, then you will see it's gonna select it. If you're not selected, then press Ctrl A, then type cmd. Since we already installed Visual Code Studio, then I have to type code space dot. Then it's automatically open the folder in Visual Code Studio. Then we can easily do coding. But if you not understand this, don't worry about this. Just click on here the file. First open the Visual Code Studio, then click on here the file. Then you will see the option open folder. Just click on here the open folder button, and then you have to select her. You just create the folder and just select this and just select the folder. That's it. Before typing code, we have to install some extension. Just click on here the extension button. Then you will see search extension. So first you have to install this extension. It's called auto rename tag. Just search this name in here, then you will get the extension, then install it. Then you have to install like auto save on window chance. That means when I will minimize, then what happened, like it's automatically save our code, so we don't have to press Ctrl A again and again for saving our code. And you have to install like HTML snippet. Normally the Visual Code Studio give us some snippets, so if you want then you can install it, but I install it. So if you want it, then you can also install it. As you can see, it's just showing the preview. If you scroll down, then you'll see. And this is the number 3. And you have to install number 4, like Live Servo. Live Servo is like an extension, like when you type in code, and it's just at the same time you can see the preview. And you don't have to save. You don't have to press Ctrl save and save, every time. And you'll just getting this, the preview. You can see easily. And number 5 is like Prettier, like the code formatter. This is the number 5, and this basically helps us for when you type a code, and it's not really looks like great, the formatting. So it just change the formatting. And the another one is like VS Code icon. So it's basically changed the icon. When you install this, it's changed the icon. It's not necessary, but if you wanna then you can. Alright, so now we have to type Shift, then this icon. We just need this icon, how it's called. So just click on enter, then it will get the structure. Now we can do coding. So here the head, body, and HTML, like everything is there. So we'll start from here. Okay. So before design, we have to find out the easiest way. Like if you see the design from the top, then you have to find out which section it's easier for a start. So now, as you can see, I think this section, the first section, is really easy for me, and the second one, it's okay. The third one, it's really same, and the fourth one, it's really same. The fifth one, like the testimonial section, is also similar. So we have to start from here, in this website, in this section first. Then we'll go under it. Okay. All right. So and one thing, in browser, it is showing the body tag, not like the other. We'll type whatever in there, it will be show in the browser. Now what you were just watching or saying, everything inside of the body, I hope you will understand it. And in header, it's just something linking, or we use it for link, and title for icon, and the footer, the footer, why we use footer. That's it. And when you are going to link our CSS, we'll link in an header. So if you not understand the concept, then you can search in HTML and just Google HTML human, then and just go to images. Then I hope you will see something structure. And if you spend almost 2 minutes, I hope you will understand like what is the head, what is the body, and what is HTML and CSS. What is this, like CSS and mobile CSS? What is this? You will get the little bit idea of this. Alright, so let's first comment something. Like we're going to design our first one. This is first section. To comment, comment the text, we have to press Control, then it's called / I think, then it will be comment. So we using comment that another developer can easily understand what is for what, why he just typed this code. So let's get started. So this section, over this section, and let's see the design, what is there. First we have a text, it's called freelance. Then we have something, so let's type. We can put it down in a p tag, and also we can type it this in a heading, so it's called it's to. And if you see another one, it's called the button. This is my resume. So let's type a button. Alright, so now we have to put the class, then we can easily call everything, everyone. So now if you not understand why we need class, just what, let's go to the style.css, and let me close this. And if you click on here, the view into word wrap, then we can make an both, we can see both. Alright, so now it really looks good. Okay, so let's go to here, the section, and we have to, what do we have to type? We are just not typing anything, but we have to call their child. This is the tag. We can call the inside of the the tag. For example, section and p, we can call this, and we can increase the font size into 35 pixel. Let's see what changes has happened, but nothing happened because it's not used or not run our open live service. So to open this, click mouse right button, then you will see the option open with live server. Then you will see the preview what we make change. Alright, so now it really looks good. But we push something like the section p tag, it will be like 35 pixel, but it doesn't really happen. But why? Let's see this table code that will link our CSS into our HTML. No, so I have to link that now, and link and CSS, then it's a automatic link. We get this thing. So you have to put here the CSS name, or you have to put the directory name here. So it's style CSS, that's why I'm not going to change anything. So it's this link. Now if I'm going to see, alright, so it's now bigger, looks bigger than other. Alright, so now let's go back again. Let's put it 25, and I really want to change this h2 tag into something other. h2 tag to how much you want. So font size will be 55 pixel. Alright, so it's really look bigger, but I need more. 75, it's good. And I want to change the the button color and height and width. But first you have to understand how many times you just want to use this. If you want to use this multiple time, use class, then it will be more easier. So if you not understand, then let me type it for now. Alright, so section, it's called button, so it will be a section button. So duplicate this copy and paste it, and here is the button. So just copy the button name and just paste it. And now let me put it width. So width will be like 100 pixel, and the height will be 35 pixels. So see carefully the height and width, the spelling, it's I think a little bit different. So pixel, and I really want background color, it's like black, and normal color it will be white. Let's see what it get the changes. Yeah, we get the changes. It really looks good, not bad something. But we have to put everything in center, and we have to put in images also. Let's go back again, code editor, and type what do you type. Okay, so in section we have to put text align center, then everything will get the center, and we have to put the images. So I will give you all the images in very description, or if you have this extension like image A, just go to Google and search image A downloader for Chrome extension, then download it, and also install this ColorGilla Chrome extension in your Google Chrome, or if you're using Firefox, then install in Firefox. So just click on here the icon, then I think you will get the images. But now, yeah, we already get every images. So now you can click on here the select all, or if you want you can download one by one. And I already copy paste all the images, and in here the 5 images available. So let's go to here. Okay, in the section I have to add a background image, so we have to type the background property or value. Background, it's not background color, it's like background image. So background image, then we have to type URL. Okay, it's not URL answered, so it's called URL. Then you have to find out the directory, so /, then we'll get the folder and type enter, then we'll get about us. Yeah, about us intro busy. So this one is the picture that we just really want. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we get the images, but we are not getting to see that where is the human that we see before, like the demo website. It's gonna happen because we have to put add some more property in there, like background position, what background position we want, background size. Background size, it will be like cover, and background attachment, it will be fixed. So if you not understand what is the fix, then I'm just putting it later. Let me skip this, and we have to add a padding in the section. It will be like 3 rem and 0. Let me put it down. Okay, so it's now blank, that's why we're getting error, so we don't have to put blank. Let's see, now we are getting the changes in there. Now you might get a question like, what is about the 3 rem? What is the meaning of 3 rem? So let's go to Google and search rem. It's rem unit. I think it's not real rem. Oh my god, rem unit. Just search rem unit CSS. Okay, so rem in CSS. We have to go here, scroll this website, and here the article CSS unit. Then you have to read about this, this article. Then I hope you'll get the answer. Normally we need this pixel, VH, VW. Normally we use this. Sometimes we use %, and here the pixel, and here the calculation. If you wanna see, then you can. Alright, so I use 3 rem, but I think we need more. It's gonna be 4 rem, and let's see. That's not okay. I think it's 5. Let's see, not okay. Then I can use like 8. Alright, so it's really good. But what you're doing every time in code editor, and we have to just come back to check it. But in every single browser, we have the option for do everything inside of the browser. Let's see how it's gonna. You have to click mouse right button and go to inspect. Then you will get the option like inspector, and in here, if you see right side, it's called element, and you will see the CSS code. And also if you see the right side, it's called layout. Now you can see how much padding and width and height they're taking. We can easily see, and also see the box model property. So how it should work, So for example, in here, now it's selected, as you can see. If you see, now it's selected, and if you go to element, now we can type anything. For example, font size, I type in here, and the 20 or 10 pixel, then it will be look like lower, because it's called inline CSS. And that now we're using, it's called external CSS, I think. So every time we'll use the external CSS, like we'll write under CSS file, and we'll write all the CSS file in there. Then we'll put this, and we'll just link with the HTML file, and it will be work. So if you wanna see something demo, then you can use like this browser for changing something, for seeing something. Now as you can see, when I turn up the font size, then it really looks like this. When I go to the button, just hover on button and click on inspect, then it will be automatically selected, and now we can see what it do and why it's gonna happen. And also if you are going to upper, like whole section, if you want to see, then click on here. I mean, you will see every. Alright, so now if you see carefully, that if you see here top in a spacing, left side, right side, everyone in spacing, how we can stop. So to stop this, we have to type in a how I call this, we have to type in a global CSS. So we have to start, then second bracket, and I have to type padding and margin. margin. Basically it's just browser automatically take, so you have to put this, then it will be more, you know, beautiful. Now it's okay. Before it was like something different, but now it's really changed. But one thing, like, you know, we're in section, we type this. So when we're going to create a different section in for design, then we'll get the same thing. See, we're getting the same thing. So this is not a good practice. We have to use a class name, then it will be more better. So let's put a class name, just type class and try to type relevant name that it's match or that is, you know, okay for this section. So why this section? This is for first section, right? Or hero section. So we can type first section. Then we can easily identify which class for what. So I type first section. I just change into like this, you know, the section name. But when you use class, we have to put dot. Then it will be work. And here we have to copy it again, and we have to put down, again post, again paste. Now reload, and now it's gonna work. But if I duplicate, you know, the section, no class, then you will see it's only an HTML, no CSS. And I hope, guys, it makes sense now. All right, so I hope you understand. And but one thing, you know, in button, since we will use every time, so we can put global button in there, the name, the class name, global button, because we need this in again. So why we are not changing this? Why you will type every time for, you know, in every single button? So it's with this. And in CSS we have to add in a, you know, comment also, the same thing that I do before, the same thing, like control and slash, then it will be like in a comment. So global section or global, okay, so global CSS is not like the HTML, so global CSS, and type comment, and this is the first section, so we can type first section this. So we are typing here that we'll put this global section CSS into this, because that it will be more, you know, easier as a developer for understand why you type this code and what is for what, you know. So it's just now make a sense, like when they have to make changes, then they will come in there, they can easily change this. The first section is almost finished, and now we are going to the second section. But if you see, we have to put a little bit, you know, padding. We don't need margin really, but we need, you know, the margin. I think, sorry, it's not padding, it's real net margin. So let's see, let's take a margin. All right, so I was forget to tell you that in margin we put 00, like 0 space 0. So why? Normally, you know, the margin have, you know, the four things. Four things means top, bottom, left, and right. So when we need the, you know, top, then we type margin top. So if I slash, then we'll say top, left, bottom, right. We can put anything. So if you don't know, type margin top and margin, you know, it's in a different. So then you can put 4 times. This called top, bottom, left, and right. And when you put the 2 times, then it's telling top and bottom and left and right. That's why I was not, you know, I was like, use this. Alright, so now it makes sense. But if you wanna take everything like around, then you can put only 1. It's up to you, like how much you want. Alright, so let's go to the second section. The second section name is like the about us. I think we don't need this. Let me delete it. Section 6 is the about me section. So we can put the comment. This is about us section. So I just make comment. Let's we have to type in a section, and we have to type in a name, but we'll put the name later. But if you see here, about me, and then something, you know, so we can put test2 and type here the text, and I'm just going to copy it again, and I just it's good for p tag, and I put everything. All right, so but now we have to put in a class name. So since we have to need this heading every single section, so we can put the global name, right? So go to class and we can type global, you know how I say global section, so we can easily identify. So it's called global section, and let me copy the class, and now we can easily take our, you know, the heading dot and to h2. So what I have to do, I have to make the font bigger, so font size will be 3 rem, and we have to change the p tag, you know, p tag. So copy and paste, and we have to type p, and we have to change the color, like the font color. So let's go back and click on ColorZilla, pick it and copy the color code. Alright, so now as you can see, we get a color code. Just click on OK, then it just copy in a clipboard. Then again click on here this. Okay. Again I think I have to pick it. Alright, so I'll just pick it and just go to here, copy to clipboard and copy the color code. But I think it's wrong code. Let me inspect it and let me copy the color code from here. So this is the color code, like 7V, 7B and 7V. So let's go back and we have to put the color this. See the preview? Yeah, it really looks good. But you know, we have to do one thing. Like in here we have to type text align send. Okay, so it's gonna be center, and in a p tag we have to put the same thing, text align center. Let's reload and we're getting this, but we have to put in padding and in the section. So what you can do, the global section, let me copy it. Okay, so let me copy it again from here and just paste it, second bracket, and we can type in a padding or margin. I think padding will be okay. So padding up and top is 3 rem and 0. So how it's looking, the 3 rem means okay, it's really, it looks okay now, but we have to put in a margin bottom. So margin bottom in here, how much I want, 5 pixel. Let's see, it's in here, we're getting in a space. Alright, so now what I have to do, like in an image and here some text. So we have to add in a main div in section, inside of the section. So put a div and again put a div and duplicate it. For duplicating it, if you're using a Windows, then shift alter then the up arrow, then it will be duplicated. Okay, so now I have to type the img tag, and in source I have to dot slash, then it will get the folder name. Okay, then here's the about jpg, just put it down, and here the alter text, that means if its image is not loaded, then what it will show. So this is about us images. Okay, alright, so about us images, and let's go to here the div, and now we have to put the, you know, the text. It's like s2, so let's type s2 and put it down, and let's go back here and I have to type the p tag. So in p tag I have to type this, and I have to put a button, so we can type button and it will be see more. We can type anything, like, you know, see more. And you know, in button we have a global class. So if you see now, let me see the preview. Now the buttons really look like this, and now if I'm going to change or put in a class name, then it will be changed. Alright, so as you can see, it's gonna change instantly. And now we have to add a flex box in here. So click mouse right button and select the main section, not like this one or this one. I just select the parents div. If you can remember, when I just type this, you know, tagging the div, I was telling the, or I was tag parent div. So this is gonna be the parent, and this gonna child, and this gonna child. And if you see, and if you look at this, then this div is a parent and img it's in a child. So we have to do flex in the parent, not like the child. So let's do an flex. What happened? Display flex. Okay, so it's not content, so it's gonna flex, and now boom, as you can see, we see something, and it's gonna really change instantly, and it's gonna work. All right, so now let's go back the code editor and just put in this class. So it's gonna be, how is it, about the parent. So that this class name, it's really makes sense, like about a section div parent. So let's copy this name, the class name, and let's come back again here. So it's gonna be second section, like about a section. So about a section, then slash. All right, so we are getting this, we make this comment, and now dot, like it is a class name, and what I have to do, we have to do just display flex. All right, so now we are getting this, so we have to add some more property. It's like justify content center. Now you will not understand why we're just putting it. So justify content means, like, if it's on the left hand side, it will if you have this space, then it will come in the center. Everything will become in the center, or like the image and like the text, everything. And now if I type align item center, then it just come in the center. As you can see, everything's come center. So let's put this in here and just copy everything and just paste. But unfortunately, everything's gone here at the how is it, text line center. But why? Oh, it's a global h2, that's why we are getting this. All right, so we have to put different in h2. Now you understand, I think. Globally he just take it like the s2, and globally he just put the css. So let's change the name to s3. All right, so now it's good, but nothing is there, like nothing, like no thing. So it's here. Oh my god, it's also global section p. It's also changed it, so we don't have to put it in here. All right, so we'll put different class for, and we'll use it, but it's okay now, leave it. All right, so now what we have to do in here, we have to put a width in the section, like this section. So why we need div, I hope you all understand. Let me type. So this is about div child 2. That means this is gonna be this. I mean, we have 2 and then 2 child, so this is kind of number 2. So we have to wait at 500 pixel, and if you reload, yes, now everything's come in center. And we have to type some CSS code. So in this code we'll type what do you type in s2 tag, or no, s3 tag. It will be bigger, like the font size will be 40 pixel. Yes, it really looks bigger. And the p tag, okay, so it's gonna be copy and paste. The p tag, it will be the same color, right, but it will be not like the text line center. It will become like text align left. Let's type this, let's see what happened. Text align left. Yeah, it's gonna come in left, and we have to put in a margin top and bottom. So margin top and bottom like 5 pixel, and left hand side 0. And let's see, oh, it's really good, but let me put it some more, like 10 pixel, so I'll be okay. Alright, so it really looks good, but in here, if you see at the top, we are just, if you see the head, it's just almost nearby, so we have to put in a little bit margin top in the main parent div. So it's gonna be margin top, it will be like 20 pixel. Let's see what changes we get. Yeah, we get a little bit changes, so we can put more, like 40 pixel, and let's see what happened. Yeah, we get more, I think. So it's okay, not bad. It's okay, not bad, something. Reload. Yes, it's okay now. So this is the number 2 section that it built up, and as you can see, it's really easy. I think it's really easy. So now this other section, it's really easy, not really hard, because we'll do copy and paste. We will not do much thing on that. Okay, so we can put this. Okay, it's okay. So if you see that section, it's many things similar. Like if you see the global section, like about a section. So let me copy everything from here, and let's put it down. What is section name? Let me see. Service section. Like, so this is service section. If you don't wanna copy, then you can type from yourself. Service section. Alright, so now the service section, I just put everything in there. And now let me reload the page, then we'll get the same thing, but we don't need this is parent one. So I just click on here the arrow, and then remove from the div, and go back again, and we get all of this. And now I'm just going to change it to, so service section. So it's gonna be the service section. And we can change the text also. If you want to change something, then we can change. Alright, so now if you see here, we have to take a grade layout. So let's go to here and type in a class name grade container. This is the main one, and when I type enter, then I get this. So we don't have to type div and the class and like this blah blah. We don't have to type. Now type grade item. Grade item means like a single item. Okay, so let's go back again. So this is a web design, so we just need the tag. So the web design will be S3, right? So it's gonna be web design. It's since in a heading also. I don't have to type the p tag also, and yep, it's really good. I think yep, we are getting something, but it's really like it's center and this left side, so don't worry about this. And if you see here, it's not really in a picture. It's called icon. It's like in the font or some icon. So I will add it later. I will show you how to do. So let's duplicate the grade item. So you can duplicate, like copy, Control C, then Control V, and then Control V. This is the one way. And if you're like in a pro, if you want to be pro, then you can type Shift Alt, then the up arrow, then you can make copy. Let's see how much we got. Okay, so we got 1 2 3 4. All right, so we're getting 6 now. I need to change the name, Photoshop and graphic design. So I just type, I just changed the heading name in here. That's why I get something. And now I have to implement the grade. So if you search in Google like grade CSS, then you will get this website link W3 School, and then you will see like here the option try preview. Just click on try preview. Then I hope you will see the preview, and you will see the code and also here the output. Okay, so as you can see, they are type grid and also like grid template column. It's auto, and like background color, padding, and also the grid item, what they're doing. So if you want to see something like what happened if I remove this, and if I click and run, then what happened? You can do this yourself. This is your task. So now let me go to here and just come back here to the CSS, and this is the third section, like the service section. So services CSS, it's not really section, it's service CSS or service section. It will be meaningful. Let me copy the class name, put it in second bracket, and display flex. Sorry, it's not display flex, it's going to be display grid, and the grid template column, it will be how much you want. We want auto. If I type auto, that means I want 2. So as you can see, it's divided into 2, but I want 3, so it's like auto. Alright, so now we are getting 3, but now it's not really makes sense, and it's really something missing. or messy something. But it's okay, don't worry about this. Just copy it. Here the item, and what to do, we have to put the class, the class name. Alright, so if you come back here and if you click mouse right button, let's do something like in here the div container, let's take it like padding 50 pixel, and we are getting this, but they are not taking space inside of this, but it's okay. We can type grid gap. Let's type grid gap. Okay, so sorry, grid gap, grid gap 50 pixel. Yeah, grid gap is working as well. Yep, it's gonna working. It's really good. And also we can type a width 90%. We are giving this, so now we can do copy all, and let's go back again and just put it down here. And also we have to type in something margin left that we have to bring at the center. It's gonna be margin left, and it's gonna be 3 rem. Okay, so margin left is 3 rem, but it's not working. So let's type 40 pixel. It's not really working, but why it's not working? Alright, so we type margin left, and if you're going to increase it, then you can. So I think that's okay. So we can use 3 rem. I think the rem will be work. So the 4 rem, 5 rem, 5 rem, it's okay. So margin left will be 5 rem. Alright, let's go back and put it down rem. And we have to put in a top, we have to margin top slider bud. So let's go to here, then type margin and top. This will be like 3 rem. Enter, but nothing happened. Alright, so let's type here. Okay, so let's just reload this web page. I hope it will work as well. So let's go to here. Okay, container, then margin top 30 pixel, and it will be like 40. It's okay. I think 45 or 40. Okay, so 40 will be should looks good. So let's copy it from here, and I just put it down. So let's see. Okay, so it's down really good, but if you see carefully that we have to bring that the text like the heading and the center. So it's a really easy thing, so not really hard. So in grid item it's like a parent, so they have a child, it's called S3. So we can duplicate it, or we can put it down the S3, and we can put it down here. Font size will be 30 pixel, and text align will be center. And now what happened? Nothing happened. I think something will be happened. Let's go back again, and the S3, and I have to put the text align in center. Yeah, it's really good, but why it's not working? Oh, I was put left. It's not really in left. It will be center. Yeah, now it's good. The center, and we have to put in what? We have to put in a padding top to bottom. So padding top will be 10 pixel, and left hand side it's 0. So let's see what happened here. We are getting a little bit of space in here, but we have to use the font awesome. So why we should need font awesome, and how we can integrate. So the font awesome it's in a website that providing us a free icon. If you see in the website, I use many icons I take from font awesome. So it's really simple. I'm just going to show you how you can. But first you have to create an account, and you have to click on here the font awesome CDN. Just click on the CDN button. Then you will get the link. Okay, so just copy the link and just go back again here. This in index.html, you have to go here the header tag, and we have to put this CSS link in there. So type font awesome. It's like in a comment, a type comment that you can easily identify which one for what. So this is for font awesome, and now we can easily use font awesome. I think now it will be work. So first we just need what do you need? Just need the code, the source code in here, the sign. I get the icon from here. Just click on here, the icon, then you will get the code. It's really easy. Just copy the code and put down in a code, and then it will be work. So I just copy, just click on copy. Okay, then go back again, and what we just want to put, and I put in here web design. I just put the icon. Yeah, it's really work. Yeah, we get this icon. It's really simple, but it's work. And let me put down all the icon. I will take it from font awesome. So let's type again. Alright, so I just find out all the icon and just put down in here. Okay, so but if you see a little bit, it's really look like on the left, but it's not center, and also it's really small, so we have to put in a size. So for putting size, we cannot directly, you know, put class name on that, but we can type class name and put a space and type here. So it's gonna be every single icon, right? So it's gonna be like single icon, or single custom icon. We can put single custom icon, and let me copy here the class name and just put down everywhere. And this one, and this is also an icon, so put also, and this is also icon, put also icon. Okay, all right, so it's good. Now this is about the service section, right? So let's put the class name and how much I want. Like font size, I want 50 pixel, and text align will be text align. Okay, text align will be center. Text align will be center. Let's see what happened. Alright, so we have to put the parent item and the grid item. Where is the grid items? Okay, here is the grid item. We have to directly put, you know, text align center, because when you just individual, when you're just going to put, you know, the text align center individual, it's not putting, because if you see, they don't have anything. That's why. So text align center. Let's see what happened. Alright, so it really looks good, and let's reload this page, and we're getting now this. And now if you wanna put something, or if you wanna increase the icon, then you can increase it from here that we just put, you know. So let's bring it to 60 pixel. Let's see how it's looking. Yes, but if you have good internet connection, then you will get everything. So now it's really good. I think that's work perfectly. Alright, so the service section almost ready, and let's go to the other section. Is called the work section. But if you compare with this, like if you see the heading section and the paragraph, it's really a little bit similar, or you can say it's similar. But if you see here the grid, yeah, it's also similar, because see here the heading, also the paragraph, but only one changes. That is, like, we use here the picture, but in here we use only icon. So what you can do, you can just copy paste the same section again. Let me do you how you can copy paste. So I think the copy paste everyone can do. It's really simple, but if you click on here the arrow, then we'll get all the, you know, things just copied, and again create something. What we get with the type something. It's like a work section. It's all service section, so it's work section, and comment it and paste it. Alright, so Control V and paste it, and we'll get the same to same. Alright, so we get the same to same. Let's change the title name. This is work section, and this type to work, and we don't need really like the 6, so we have to make it 3. So let's remove the last one, this one, also this one, and let's see how it's look like now. Yeah, work section, and we get something website and like blah blah. Okay, so in the work section we have to add the image. So to add the image, img tag, then we have to select the, you know, folder and the image, and this is the image now. But if you see carefully, the image is really look like a bigger, that we expect that image will look like responsive and small. It's not happen, so we have to add additional width on there. So select an image, and let's go to here the element and type in a width, you know. So I just type 500 pixel, and yeah, it's really good, but it's really look like much, so we can use 400, and I think it's not, so we can use 350. That's kind of good, I think, 350. But we can put the image width, the grid item width 350 or 500, and it will be more better. Or let's see, let's type something 400. Okay, so let's type something wrong. It will be like a width, then WID width, and it will be 4 pixel. Yeah, the 4 pixel is really good. Okay, I think, okay, now we can do. Okay, now I understand. All right, so we have to change the grid item in the class, then we have to put a specific width on that. So let's do that. It's gonna be work section, okay, and let's copy here the grid item name and put it down here. Okay, but we have to change the name, the grid item, so we can put here the item for work. So we can type this grid item work, and it will be put like the same. It will be the same. Let me put here the same name and the same style. Where is the grid item? In grid item, let's put this, right? So in grid item, I think it will be more hard if I do this. If I change the class name, then I have to do it from scratch. So I think it's not really like a good idea. So let's undo everything. Let's undo everything, and in here let's undo everything. Okay, now again go back. Let's find out another way. So first we have to change the image width, so we can put in a class name in that. So it's gonna be work img. So work img, and we have to put the same class everywhere that we can do work. So we have to okay, we have to copy the image also, remove the icon, again go to here. Okay, remove the icon. Oh my god, remove the icon. Okay, now we have to change the image. It will be 2, sorry, it will be 3, and it will be 2, because if you see the image, it's a little bit same. If you not understand, let me tell you that. I was type /images slash, then here as you can see almost everything's gonna same. So just click enter, then you will get this image. Okay, so you can follow this. So now we have to change the image width. It should be 3 or 400 pixel. So it will be like the width 400 pixel. Sorry, it's at 5. And now as you can see we get something like, but in really if we increase the size, then I think it will be more better, like not 400 now. So if we increase into 430, sounds look better, I think, but it's okay. Let's make it 420, it'll be good, I think. So 20, it should be good. Alright, so I think it's now it's looking better. Alright, so it's okay, but it's the icon is not loading because of the internet connection. If you turn off the internet connection, it's not gonna loading. Okay, so I have the internet connection in this. Let's go to the other section. It's called testimonial, and let's go to here. Alright, so previously we was installing an extension. It is about like a code parameter. So click mouse right button and go to format document. Just click on that, then you will get something like, okay. Alright, now we have to duplicate the section again, because many things it really look like same. Okay, so click on here the arrow, then we'll get the small one, then just copy it how much we need. Then we have to type testimonial section. Just type here, Alright, so now I get this, and now I have to change. If you see that I duplicated, I get almost same thing, but now I have to just change, just change the text. So it's gonna be testimonial, just okay, testimonial section. And what we have to do, we just need 2, not 3. I just remove this one. And also we don't need really the image in testimonial. And if you carefully see this, how it's look like, okay, so how it's look like. But if you see first paragraph, then on a code icon, then name. So we can rearrange that all. So just change it to this one and put it h3 in there, and we can put the name also. Should be MDRG tool. Oh my god, I just put this name. And also I just copy these from here and remove this one and put it down. That. Alright, so how's it look like now? Okay, it's a little bit perfect, but we have to add the p tag also. So let's copy the p tag also, or we can type p, then what from, we can type from India.com, and again I just copy it from here and just put it down. How it's look like now? Okay, it's really looks good now. And now I had to find out a code icon. So let's go to again the font awesome, and we have to type, you know, the code. So code, yeah, I don't know, I was type something wrong or not. Alright, so yeah, I want this, and you have to click on here the free button. Then you can choose the free, so it's gonna free, and if it is gonna pro, so it's gonna free. So let me choose the free one and just click on here, then it will be open, and we have to just copy this. That's it. Copy HTML, go back and paste here is it, and also paste here, and let's go back. It's really look like small, so we have to put the same class of this. So I just click mouse right button, again click mouse right button, then you will see here it's showing the class name. So I just copy here the class name from here. This is the different way that you can follow, okay, as a wish. You can copy the class name from here, just scroll the top and find out the section and copy as a wish. It's up to you. So yeah, it's really good and it's working. So in p tag, I have to, you know, add something. It's gonna be, I have to type in a margin top at least 5, or in there in the icon we have to put margin bottom at least 2 or 3. So let's type margin bottom 3 pixel. It's really low, 5 pixel is okay. So it's the, if you see the class name, it's like, okay, we already put a class name single custom icon. So let's copy the code and let's go back. Here is it, I think, single code icon. Okay, so put it down, 5 pixel only, and it's good. And if you see in here, it's not, it's okay. All right, so this section is almost okay. Now as you can see, this list tree section, it was to nothing. We just copy and paste and copy and paste, that's it, nothing. This is gonna be like the web development now. We don't have to do everything from scratch. Sometimes you have to do just copy paste, that's it, not like the hard work. So let me copy here the section, like the section name, and let's type here contact form section contact section, and comment it, make it comment, and put this and enter. Then we get this. Okay, so we get only the, you know, div, but we don't really need div. We have to make a section, different section for our, you know, the contact. So class, then put the, you know, put the name. So we'll get the same style on that. So let's make it 2, okay, not uppercase, lowercase it will be. So I type contact with us. Let's see how the preview, how it's look like. So now it's really look like this, and now we have to put the form. Okay, so if you're not understand or if you don't know much about forms, so just Google form HTML, then you will come here the W3 school, then open the article. Then you will see here are the example. Just click and try it yourself. Then you will see the code, how it's gonna type there. so you will get a little bit idea. So I'm just showing you how we can type. So let's type form, then we'll get this like the action. You don't have to touch the action. So we need a label, and we need a label, you know, and input. So label, so label, it's for name, and the label it's a input name, right? Input name. All right, so we input name, and we need a input. So it's gonna be input, only input, and it will be type, and the value will be what? So it's not really the value, it's called placeholder. So the placeholder, and now if I going to see the preview, now we get something like, but it's not really recommended. I want something different, you know. If you see the design, so we have to type a break tag. Break means like we are stop everything, you know. So I just type break tag, and I just put the same thing here. And let me duplicate again the label and everything. So duplicate it, and input, it's gonna be email. It's gonna be email, and copy it and paste it for email. And this is gonna be text, not text, it's gonna be email. So let's reload. Yes, we get something like, as you can see, it will look good. And now we have to put another label, copy and paste, and this label for input message. And now I need a text area for message. So text area, it's for message, so it will be for message. So let's copy it. Oh my god. So it's Control C and Control V, and it will be look like this. And let's see the preview how it look like. Okay, so it's really good. So and we have to add a placeholder in that. So placeholder message, and we have to button. So input a button, right? Input a button, and value will be submit. And I have to add a break tag on that, like in here, break tag, and reload the page. Then we'll see the preview. Everything's gonna here. And now we have to put margin left in form, since we will not use the form multiple time, and also the form is only one person. Okay, so let me type first you know, comment contact us. So it will be like the CSS. So since the since the form is only one, and we are not going to use it multiple time, so we can type form now. So in form, what I want, in form I just want the margin left, it will be like 30 rem. So 30, it will be 30 rem, and reload it, and as you can see, we get it. It's a little bit middle now, but I'm not really middle, but it's okay. So we have to put like a width in the input every single page, I mean every single input. So copy form and paste it, and we can say input and first bracket, and then what we can do, we can put a width, it will be 250 pixel. Let's see. All right, so 205 pixel is really good, but we have to put some more, like 405. I think 450, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, but unfortunately we are getting the same thing in submit button, so it's okay. Not we'll change, we can change it. So we have to do the same thing, and you know, the text area, and we have to add in a little bit, you know, the height also. So in the input section, we want a height, it should be like 30 pixel. Let's see what happened. Okay, the 30 pixel is really, that makes sense. And let's go back form again and paste here, and it's for text area, text area, and it should be width will be like 450, then should be look like. And also it's really good. I think the bottom, it's good, it's not bad really. Okay, so now we have to put a bottom. Okay, so in a button, as you can see, we have to put a different class for. So class, so it's for submit button, submit btn. Then copy the class code, because you know, in our website many button is available, so we don't want to put the CSS for everyone, only for specific someone. Okay, so let's type background color, back 0, you want the background, where is the background color, man? here. Okay, so here the background color, it will be black, and the color it should be white. Okay, so white, and I got it. And let's reload the page, but not working. Really, it's not working. Really, it's not working. It's not working. Really. Okay, reload the page. Let's see. Yeah, it's working. Who says it's not working? It's working. Okay, so we have to add a highlighting. So here it will be like 30 pixel. Reload. Yeah, but if you wanna add any kind of simple, you know, width, then you can easily add this. Now it's really looks more bigger, and if I type here like the margin top, so margin top will be like 5 pixel, and reload the page, and it really looks good and makes, you know, meaning. I think we have to width at least 4 points. Width at least 450 pixel. If you wanna change it to anything, then you can, because it's really easy, because I put everything. So if you wanna you know, reduce the width, then you can. Okay, it's up to you, like how much you want. You can change it as well. It's okay, I think, guys. I hope you understand. Let's go to here the footer option, because I think now I think that you can do it. So footer section, citation, and let's go to the last section, and let's type footer section, footer. And then type the footer tag, since it's in a footer, and in footer I just going to tag in it, you know, the p tag, and I will type copyright, all of this. So let's go back again, the website hour, and just copy everything and put my website name. Alright, so I just put the name, and let me make the footer style. So I just type footer, and footer I have to add padding will be it will be like left hand side, only left hand side, but I just want top and bottom, it will be 30 pixel, and left hand side 0. And also I just want the background color black, and I want the color, it will be white. Let's see. Yeah, it really looks good, and we can make everything text align center. Text align center. Alright, so text align center, and it's good. But I think it really looks like you know, we add extra padding, so we can type how much we can type. Oh my god, sometimes it's gonna pop up, but it's just telling us what is for what. 25, then okay, I'm just gonna, okay, good, reload it. Okay, totally changed, but it's okay. Now we have to work on the font, because the font, it's not really looks good, so we have to change the font. So changing the font, we have to go Google Roboto font. I just really want a Roboto font to use in my website. So Google Roboto font, then they will redirect on this website. In Google Fonts, you will get many fonts, like they already have the many fonts. Just search in Google Fonts, what about which font do you really want? You can use it on your website. Okay, so I'll already select everything. I will already select the Roboto font, and I will already select the light 300, regular 400, medium 500, bold, and like everything I was already put in my this card. So when you put something in card, automatically it will be appear. And now how you just want to use in a web, like link or import. So I want to just link it, copy, and go back in the header, and I have to put, you know, so I have to put like Google font, so F20 fonts, and put it here and paste it. And when I successfully paste, then say CSS rule specify family. So I just copy it and I just wanna put it everywhere, like everywhere. So it will be like the dollar sign, like sorry, it's this star sign, like global. I just wanna put the text global. So when I put that, it's really changed. We get lots of changes that it's really looking, you know, everything's gonna change. So it's okay. Now we have to work on heading. So we can use the different font on the website as well. It's okay. We can use it later if I need it. But now it's okay. So second, let's move on a header section. So let's come back and what is this? The body and the first section, and this is for header. This is for header. All right, so this is for header, and we have to type the header tag as well. Header tag, and inside of the header, I will do in one div for logo, another div for menu. So this div for logo, so we can type the logo here. So let me type now the I can type now the p tag and also the paragraph. It's not really paragraph, but it will be something different. So now it's okay. But let's type to okay. So we can type span tag. No p. Okay now. So logo, it's logo here, and I will put another div. Okay, so we don't have to use div. We have to use nav. And then we have to put eval, then have to make a list how we want home. We want for duplicating this, shift alter up arrow, how much you want you can make. Then about service, right? Service, then work and testimonial, and we need the contact. So the contact also. So we get many layout, and now it's really look like this. So it really makes sense. I know this. So we have to use, you know, the flex box as well. So first we have to put, you know, since nav is only one in a website, so we don't have to put the class name, I think. So this is the first section, so we have to put here the header section. This is header section, and you can easily understand this is for what. So in header, I just really wanna put in a display flex, I think, display flex. And in display flex, what I will do nothing now. So let's go to the nav eli. I have to make the display inline. Oh, let's see what happened now. Yeah, we get something like. So we have to add a display flex into just see two code. I put two code and I get almost the menu bar. So it's really cool. So we have to add you know, justify content. Every time we just type put in a center, but now we are not going to put center. We'll put a space between. Okay, so a space between, how much space they're taking. Okay, so as you can see, we're getting this, and I want the eli right side, so margin right 10 pixel, and reload this. Yeah, we are getting this, and we need in a menu bar in header. Sorry, we need the padding. It will be like top 20 pixel, the left hand side 0, and as you can see, we are get volume. So here is the logo. You can type here is the logo, right? So this is the logo section, so you can put the logo in there, and this is the menu bar now. So I hope guys you understand now, and if you see the previous one, and it's gonna be only the changes is the color. So if I change the color, then it will be like, let's go to here the header section, and let's type background color will be like black, and the color like the normal color it will be like white, and below the page I hope you will get it. Okay, so now we get this color black and white. So I hope guys it makes sense now, and it's really simple for creating. It's only for beginner who, you know, not much expert in HTML CSS, who are really you know spending much time on W3 School and trying to catch something, but I think it's not a really good idea. Like if we try to take a risk, and if you start something, if you complete something, and you will get a confidence, and I hope you will notice. And now who already watched the video, please let me know in comment section that you are still watching the video, and just comment section below that you understand or not. If you have any question, just let me know. I will make a separate video for this. And I think now you really understand and which tag for what, and when we just use this tag for what, now you'll easily understand. And I hope guys like this video help you a lot. So if you think this video helpful, then please click on this like button, and if you're new here on my channel, so please do subscribe, man. Thank you so much.